Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the poem on killing a tree. You must have observed people cutting down trees, but can they kill a tree? Is it easy to do so? Let's read the poem and find out what the poet says on killing a tree. The poet sensitizes the reader and highlights the fact that trees are living things. He equates trees with humans to convey that trees should not be cut because destroying trees is just like killing a human being. A tree does not die by merely cutting because it regrows from where it is cut. It has to be destroyed, then it has to be uprooted. Let us see the first stanza. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, and water, and out of its leprous hide sprouting leaves. Here in the first stanza, a simple cut does not destroy a tree. A tree grows gradually. It is rooted in the soil, and that is why the poet tells us that it takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife. Jab, it is sudden rough blow. So just a blow of a knife will kill the tree because it has grown slowly, consuming the earth. It has taken its food from the earth. It has raised out of it, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, and water. And the plant, gradually the tree, it grows, it is rooted in the soil. A plant takes nutrition from the soil to grow into a big tree. The tree is firmly bound with the soil. It takes in sunlight, air, and water to grow into a strong trunk and have numerous leaves. And that is why it is said that it takes long years, right? Years of sunlight, not one or two, but years of sunlight, right? And leprous hide is discolored bark. The bark, it changes. When it was a plant, the color of the bark was different. When it has grown to a trunk, the color of the bark is changed and it has so many sprouting leaves. Let us see the next stanza. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs, miniature boughs, which if unchecked will expand again to former size. Here, hack is hack and chop is cut roughly by striking heavy blows on the trunk. Humans, they chop the bark of trees into many pieces. But here the poet says that alone won't do it. It is not sufficient to destroy the tree. The point of the tree which get cuts, it gives out sap, a bleeding bark, as if the bark is bleeding. A bark is given the human quality, right? The times when we are getting wound on our skin, it start bleeding, right? So same here, when it is hack and chop, the bark starts bleeding. So here the sap which is coming out from the bark, it's just like a human beings bleed regularly, right? And what the poet says will heal. This would heal, and then it from close to the ground will rise curl green twigs. Again it will come up. Again it will come up. It will start growing. The bleeding bark will heal after a few days, and then when you observe the ground, there are small green twigs, miniature stems and branches. It will start coming up, and if it is unchecked will expand again to former size. It will start growing. If you will not keep on checking, after few days, after few months, after few years, if you will see, it has become a big tree just to its former size. Next stanza, no. The root is to be pulled out. The root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped, tied, and pulled out and snapped out. Here the poet is telling anchoring earth. The earth which is holding the tree, that is anchoring the earth, right? The earth which is holding the tree. And what poet is saying? That pulled out entirely out from the earth cave, right? Here the heap of the roots, they are in the earth. Poet is saying that you have to pull out the roots entirely out from that earth cave, as if the roots are hiding in the cave and we have to remove it. And the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. The poet says that in order to kill the tree, it has to be uprooted. One has to separate the tree from the earth which supports it. The roots of the tree, they bind the tree with the soil in the pit of the earth, and from there the most sensitive and hidden part of the tree, the roots, have to be detached. The roots are white in color and they are damp. That is why it is written white and wet. The source is here the root, and it is white and wet. It is damp, and it is the most sensitive part of the tree, and it is hidden in the earth, hidden inside the earth for years, and that has to be taken out when you want to kill a tree. Next stanza says that then the matter of scorching and chalking. Scorching and chalking means the drying up of the trees after being cut. After the trees are cut, they are lying on the ground, and then after the days passed, they dries up. So here this poet says that then the matter of scorching and chalking, now the cutting work is done. Now what is the work left? That is scorching and chalking, drying up of the tree. In sun and air, it is lying on the open ground under the sun and in the air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. So first of all, the trunk of the tree, it gets brown, then it turns hard, then it is twisted and withered, completely dried up, and then it is said it is done. That means it is killed. Once the tree has been uprooted, gradually it withers and dries up with the action of heat and wind. The trunk will become brown, twist, and will harden, and finally the tree will die this way. Right? So this is how the poet Shiv Patel tries us to make us understand that trees are also living things. If we cut them, they have the feelings like human beings. They also bleed. They also take food and they die. They take time to die. Right? This is how the poet is trying to explain the importance of trees here. Let us see the literary devices used in the poem. Here the metaphor is used as leprous hide is there. The word leprous hide, uneven colors of the surface of the trunk of a tree. It is compared to the skin of a person suffering from leprosy. Bleeding bark, the sap which is coming out of a tree where it is cut, compared for the bleeding from the wound of a human body. Alliteration, bleeding bark and white and wet. B sound and W sound is repeated, and repetition, pulling out, pulled out is repeated. So this is how the literary devices are used in the poem. I hope you all have understood the poem properly and learnt the importance of the trees, and now we have to be careful on killing a tree. Thank you.